Hello everyone, welcome to Training Talk number 4, and today we'll be talking about scaling workouts. So I know that some of you have probably heard of the word scaling when you're training with me, and for the benefit of those who haven't heard the word scaling, so basically scaling workouts is done in order to fulfill the training objectives of the workout by making changes to the volume or the resistance of the exercises used in the workout. Okay, so you may ask, why is this important, and isn't scaling workouts just making sure that you're able to perform every single exercise that is required during a workout? And I can tell you that it is much more than that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you why. So scaling is important for you to, number one, build strength effectively, and number two, induce the right amount of metabolic adaptation desired by the workout. So first, I'll talk about how scaling can effectively increase your strength. Scaling can effectively increase your strength by scaling a certain exercise which you desire to be able to perform to a simpler level, such that you're able to perform it with one, the desired range of motion, and number two, hit it with a certain amount of intensity so that your strength can increase. Now, I've been conducting bootcamp for a while now, and I've realized that despite me actually prescribing certain progression towards an exercise that I want to hit, many participants actually chose to proceed ahead with the hardest progression. That is, let's say I have several progressions leading up towards maybe, let's say, a pull-up, all right? And of course, the pull-up is included in the original prescription of the workout. Many participants will go ahead and try to perform the pull-up, or in the case of the push-ups, there are many progressions leading up towards the push-up. It includes the knee push-ups and also the incline push-ups. Many participants will just go ahead and try the push-ups. When I go around and take a look at how they are performing these movements, some of them are usually performing them with suboptimal range of motion. So let's say for the pull-ups, they'll be probably pulling, yes, chin across the bar. However, they'll be only lowering themselves until maybe about 90 degrees bend in the elbow, but not exactly totally with full elbow extensions and with an active scapula. So same thing for the push-ups. They are only going down, halfway. They're not going all the way down and then coming all the way up. So what this will do is actually it will hinder the strength development of the motion, and as such this will hinder their ability to move on and perform and train for more advanced bodyweight movements, like let's say your muscle ups. All right, so rather than doing these exercises with lack of range of motion, I would say it is always better to scale down, regress, perform a regression with proper range of motion. This will help you to develop strength in every single angle of the push, and in the case of the pull-up, every single angle of the pull, and therefore it will help you to progress much more quickly towards performing a proper pull-up, a proper push-up, and from there move beyond. Whereas if you are doing them with suboptimal range of motion, you'll be forever stuck in that small little cycle, and you will not be able to move on as much. When I was training on my own, I did that. I always try to hit the hardest progression. Sometimes, I'm not sure whether I'm doing it right. I know that I'm not going the full range of motion, and that has actually caused me to slow down my progression. And rather than carry on with that, I put my ego aside and I regress the workout. I make sure I do them with proper range of motion. For the dips, same thing, proper range of motion, and you'll realize how quickly strength will develop as a result. So this is the first benefit of scaling workouts. It helps you to develop strength more efficiently. All right, so put your ego aside and perform the exercises properly, and I can assure you strength will develop much more quickly. Now, for the second thing about scaling is to induce the desired metabolic adaptation prescribed by the workout. What do I mean? So let's say I have a workout which is 20 minutes long. Say 20 minutes of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups and 20 squats. And assuming that you are someone who can only do, let's say, 10 pull-ups with perfect form. And obviously, this workout, the pull-ups might pose a bit of a challenge for you over 20 minutes because probably you'll be doing at least 10 to 15 sets. And you notice that halfway through, you aren't able to string the pull-ups together, and let's say by the 10th set, you're only able to do 1 pull-up, and you'll need to rest for like a minute before you can pull yourself up for the next workout. So in this case, it is wiser to scale down, all right, the resistance of the pull-ups. So rather than just carry on, trying to do your pull-ups, maybe it'll take you the rest of the 20 minutes to finish up that set of 5 pull-ups. Scale it down to maybe incline pull-ups or banded pull-ups. The reason being, these 20 minutes it is actually more of the purpose of this workout is actually more got to do with inducing aerobic adaptations rather than building strength. All right, because this is a circuit-based workout, it is more important to keep your heart rate at an elevated rate for the full 20 minutes rather than you being able to perform that 5 sets of pull-ups and move on. All right, so in this case, because the metabolic adaptation takes precedence, and therefore it is wiser and it is better for you to scale down the intensity of the workout to induce this aerobic adaptation. All right, so it is important to know what you are training for and what is the desired adaptation of the workout, and then you scale accordingly. So similarly, let's say if you are doing burpee intervals, all right, the optimal way of doing a burpee is with a push-up and then clap overhead, right? So let's say you are doing 10 sets of 1 minute on burpees and 1 minute off, and maybe by the 5th set you aren't able to do the push-ups portion of the burpee anymore. You shouldn't spend time standing around and resting until you're able to do a push-up and go again, because your heart rate will not be elevated as much. And the whole purpose of this burpee interval is really to build on your anaerobic conditioning, build on your ability to build work capacity, build on your ability to increase your work capacity. So therefore, rather than waiting until you're able to perform the push-up, regress your burpee to a burpee without a push-up. So basically, put your hands on the floor, kick your legs out, then tuck your legs back in and jump up. So take away the push-up portion and just keep going as fast as you can. And this will keep your heart rate up and it will maintain the desired adaptation of the workout. So from these 2 examples, you can see that generally metabolic adaptations of workouts will actually require you to use a lighter weight or lighter resistance than usual. So do bear this in mind when you are looking at workouts. All right, so let's say if you are only able to perform if you are able to perform a few reps of a certain body weight workout, and that the exercise is actually inside a workout which is metabolically demanding, do be prepared to scale the exercise immediately. That means, let's say if you see the workout showing a pull-up, maybe like 5 pull-ups for 20 minutes, and then that you only have maybe 10 pull-ups, or you just able to do like 5 pull-ups in one go, be prepared to just scale it from the start. Keep the heart rate up. Or let's say if you want to achieve a compromise, you can perform the 5 pull-ups first, but however, if you realize that halfway through you aren't able to perform pull-ups while keeping your heart rate up, that means if you are taking a break too long between pull-ups, it's always better to scale down the resistance and keep the metabolic effect. All right, so this is the part on scaling workout to achieve the metabolic demands of a workout. So yeah, these are the 2 key things on how scaling can actually improve your adaptations from a certain prescribed workout. Let me know what you think about scaling. Do you scale your workouts, or do you feel that it is better not to scale your workouts? Let me know in the comment section below. If you feel that this video is informative, do share with your friends. Give me a thumbs up, a like, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ciao!